we got more of this. Roll it. That's the first thing on day one. Start deportations of what? Known illegal migrant criminals?
Absolutely, because this administration is not doing it. This administration claimed, they told ICE, you're only going to deport those convicted of the most serious crimes. However, you look at the numbers compared to the Trump administration, the removal of criminal aliens by this administration is down 74%.
Well, Texas Public Safety Lieutenant Chris Olivarez joins me now. Lieutenant, criminals will be deported first, right? Let's confirm that. They're out first.
Exactly. That should be the priority. That is the priority right now, at least from what we know, moving forward, going into the new year, is to prioritize removing criminals that have violent criminal backgrounds, that have orders of removal. Those should be prioritized to be removed before anything else. And of course, those are the public safety and national security threats, as Tom Homan just laid out right there. That should have been the priority with this current administration, is to remove those threats. But unfortunately, as he mentioned also, we have seen just a very low number of removals as far as criminals in the past 4 years. So that's why we need this change. We need to remove those that will cause or do pose a significant threat to public safety and national security. So we are definitely, in support of that as far as here in Texas. And we're happy to see that we're going to have some change in leadership moving forward that's actually going to address those type of threats.
But do you know where they are? The criminal illegal, do you know where they are, and are you going to have to rely on ICE to go get them?
Exactly, Stuart. It's not going to be an easy task. It's not going to happen from one day to the next. The thing is, a lot of these criminals, you're not going to find them, right? It's going to take some time. It's going to be very tedious. That's why it's very important that a lot of these states and cities cooperate with ICE, cooperate with the new administration, especially when you take some of these individuals to jail and place detainers on them for ICE. It's a lot easier for ICE to remove these individuals once they're in jail. Now, when they're not in jail, it's a much more dangerous environment now for ICE. Now it's more tedious for them to look for these individuals and have them removed. That's why we need this cooperation from everyone. Okay. Of course, in Texas, Tom Homan, the new administration, will have a great ally in Texas with Governor Abbott. We are doing it right now. We are trying to locate some of these criminals, some of these gangs that have committed crimes in Texas, arrest them, place them in jail, and place these detainers on them for ICE.
It sounds like morale has improved dramatically with Trump's win. Listen to this.
Morale is through the roof. We received hundreds of calls, texts, emails, just saying how happy the agents are. There's a lot of agents that had originally said that they would retire if President Trump did not win. And now those same agents are saying they're going to hold back on their retirement because they want to serve under this administration again, because they know exactly how it was during his first administration. They know this one's going to be even better.
Lieutenant, some people who resigned or retired from Border Patrol, we hear that they're coming back. They want to come back. That accurate?
Stuart, I mean, the Border Patrol right now, I mean, their morale is higher than it's ever been. Now they have actually something to look forward to, actually have some type of fulfillment in what they do every single day. I'm actually out here this morning working with Border Patrol, and I'm talking to some of the agents, and they're just excited to see what's going to come the next year. So even those that are retired, they do want to come back because they do want to actually help this administration carry out and advance their objective, and that is to go after some of these criminals and have them removed so we can have a safer country and obviously to secure our borders. So it's a great day. It's a great time for Border Patrol. They've needed this support for a long time now, and they haven't received it. So now they have something to look forward to going into the new year and actually the next 4 years. So, but again, it's going to be very challenging. But again, having that cooperation with Border Patrol and everyone else, it's going to make this job much successful and also much easier for us to do.
All right, Lieutenant Olivarez, thanks for being with us this morning. We'll see you again later.